Welcome to Magic Gathering Strats. I'm Dan, and as you know, I'm playing RG Tron in Modern. In my latest Tron video, I presented my updates to my deck. I removed Tendo Ice Bridge, put in Forest in the main deck. Took out 3 Slaughter Games and 1 Rending Volley, put in Ancient Grudge, Feed the Clan, Relic of Preenitus, and a Mass Removal spell in my sideboard. So now I'm going to go through my sideboard plan. I'm gonna skip a lot of the smaller matchups that I just happen to have in the sideboard plan. Against Absan, this is very much open to debate, and I know the Pro Tour is coming, and the Pro Tour will probably show us. There are a couple of pros that are really deep into Tron, so the Pro Tour will be very interesting. But here are some matchups then. Against Absan, we bring in Claims because we fear Stony Silence almost more than any other sideboard card. Definitely more than we fear Fulminator Mages or stuff that destroys our land. So we bring in 3 Nature's Claim, a Wormcoil Engine and a Thragtusk. Take out 3 Pyroclasps, 2 Relics, and we keep the Spellskite in then, because that was only 5 cards coming in. Against Ad Nauseam, we now are really reducing the win percentage in this matchup by cutting the Slaughter Games. So I will not go deep into that matchup. I have already done so elsewhere. Against Affinity now, we bring in all 4 Nature's Claims. This is a problem matchup now, and one we can focus on now that Splinter Twin is gone. So 4 Nature's Claims, 1 Pyroclasp, 1 Coil, 2 Spellskites, 1 Ancient Grudge, and 1 Mass Removal spell. Cutting Relics, Ulamog, Karns, Ugins, Ugins, Emrakul, all the expensive stuff. And I think we definitely become favored here. There is also the Thragtusk, which you might consider for inclusion. That would put us at 11 cards, which is what we are boarding against Burn. Amulet Bloom is hopefully dead. Black-white tokens just defeat. Bogles is perhaps not the thing. I don't know, but this is the plan at least. This article is published on February the 3rd on mtglibraryblogspot.com. You can check the details. So here's a lot of... We defeat the control decks pretty much like before. Against Infect, we now have 4 Nature's Claim, 2 Spellskites, 1 Pyroclasm, and 1 Mass Removal. That should be enough, but the deck is so incredibly fast, and we just cut expensive stuff. I think leaving Karn in is good over Sylvan Scrying, but we can't take a turn off Sylvan Scrying. That's why we're cutting Sylvan Scrying over Karn, because Sylvan Scrying on turn 2 is just death. Whereas a Karn, like a Pyroclasm on turn 2 and a Karn on turn 3, still could work. The additional Relic helps a lot against Living End and Storm, though they are not big decks right now. Jund is a very favored matchup, and now we have Thragtusk. I'm going to try Thragtusk over Wormcoil number 4. I do want Wormcoil number 4, but I'm not sure what to cut for it. I only want to cut the Spellskite and the Relics, because everything in our deck is so good. I've seen many Tron players just not changing anything against Jund. That's pretty much why Tron exists, because it beats Jund. And of course you have those Fulminator Mages to worry about. Merfolk, not going to discuss deeper. Scapeshift could now be the #1 combo matchup. And of course we rely a lot on Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. And probably having second one of those in the side. This was the reason I cut Slaughter Games, one of the reasons. But we don't have room for a second Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, so hopefully we can dig him up and cast him before they can resolve Scapeshift. Feed the Clan might not be enough, I'm not sure about that. I have to do the math there, I haven't done that yet. And of course there's the second Relic, but Pyroclasm and Oblivion Stone doesn't do a whole lot there. So this is mostly a matchup about cutting stuff. Soul Sisters, I haven't seen that for ages, but yeah, it is a horrible matchup for them. Against blue Tron then we can't slaughter games. We really needed slaughter games for the Tron mirrors. I still think it's very good. Because we take Mindslaver against blue Tron and we take Karn against red Tron. I don't feel that the land destruction spells are worth it in the sideboard. There are too few decks that we can target. And I realize that the Tron decks with land destruction are probably favored in the matchup. But it's still Karn. It's still all about Karn. So against blue Tron I'm cutting Pyroclast, Spellskite and Ugin. Of course, Spellskite is death, putting in Boil, putting in Relics to get rid of the Mindslaver loop, and 2 Nature's Claim. I would like to bring in more Artifact Destruction, and maybe Ancient Grudge is better there. Oh, it probably is. I'm changing that. +1 Claim, +1 Ancient Grudge. So that's what we're doing there. I still think we are heavily favored in the matchup, and Pyrakor feels that blue Tron is very favored in the matchup. So what I suggest, I want to play a set of matches against Bava. That is the Grudge match Patreon goal. We'll do that. Because I think that Bava is about as good a blue Tron player as I am a red-green Tron player, and Pyrakor is a lot better than I am. And then if I can defeat Bava, I will take on Pyrakor. So, problem matchup, and one we have tried to adjust here because we include Thragtusk and we include a 5th mass removal spell to deal with Zoo. So bring in 3 claims. That's probably excessive. We fear stuff from them, but maybe that one of those claims should be Feed the Clan. We just take out everything expensive. I'm still keeping Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger in here. 7, 8, 9, 6, 9. Yeah. And I'm very open to discussion on these points about the sideboard plan. So tell me what you're doing with your Tron decks, and let's see what the Pro Tour brings. Thank you for watching. Next week we are back with more gameplay of Red-Green Tron. Post the bannings. I felt that these changes were more important to discuss than to play when I risked running into Splinter Twin and some Bloom players who were doing their last hurrah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.